New developments in the U.S. that are likely to affect travelers from some African countries. The U.S. State Department says it will stop issuing certain visas to citizens from Eritrea, Guinea, Sierra Leone and Cambodia. The new restrictions are aimed at countries that have refused to take back citizens who've been deported. Well, under federal law, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson can't stop all or specific types of visas from being issued to these nations. President Donald Trump has stepped up efforts to crack down on immigrants who are in the United States illegally. Well, for more on this now, let's go to CGTN's Daniel Reinches. He's standing by for us in Washington. Daniel, we do understand now that since this new travel ban was mentioned, we understand that Sierra Leone has now since agreed to take back its citizens who've been deported from the U.S. What more can you tell us about this?
Right, so the reason that the US did this was because these countries, in their view, were not cooperating in taking back citizens that they prioritized, namely those who'd committed or were involved in violent crime or drugs trafficking. So in order to provide some incentive for movement on that issue, they issued a statement or a letter to the State Department saying that these were non-compliant countries. And then it was up to US Secretary of State Rex Tillerson to decide which in a menu of different non-immigrant visas he would apply a suspension on. And in the case of Sierra Leone, only yesterday, Tuesday, we had the news that customs officials and members of the Foreign Ministry of Sierra Leone, when it came to business visas and non-immigrant visas, would be targeted. And then today we've had a radio statement from the Foreign Ministry spokesman talking locally, saying that they've agreed to accept 20 individuals from that country who were involved or alleged to have been involved in violent or drug-related offensive. So it looks as though the actions by US Secretary of State Rex Tillerson focus the minds of officials at the Foreign Ministry and the Immigration Ministry in Sierra Leone, and that's why we've seen some movement today.
And indeed, Daniel, it really is just a further indication of how seriously the Trump administration is going to crack down on